Okay. Obviously, I'm at work again. I think you'll notice a trend with that one. Possibly, maybe you should. If you don't, you're fucking retarded. But I had a thought cross my mind. As any and everybody knows that knows me, I'm a cartoon. I love cartoons. I have two beautiful children, and I watch cartoons with my children, and I introduce children to cartoons from my childhood. And I also watch newer ones too, like Rick and Morty. Now, there is an episode that's bugging me since the moment I seen this episode. This has been bugging it has just been bugging the hell out of me. The episode where Rick goes into Bird Person's mind, like while they're sitting in his garage, he uses the little crystal, sticks it in their forehead, grinds it up, and injects himself into Bird Person's subconscious to go into his dream and bring him home. He runs into a 35-year-old version of himself, i.e. a memory. By the end of the episode, the younger memory version of Rick has obviously grown to dislike what he had grown to be. And when offered the chance to come into existence, we'll get a beer and I'll make you real. We'll have a beer together. And does making me real mean that I become you eventually? Yeah, I would assume. But it's wrong. Okay, look, the memory version of Rick is 35. As far as I think he said he's 35 in the episode. And then as far as we know, Rick, present day Rick, or however you want to look at it, the Rick that went into Bird Person's mind is in his 70s or so, between 70s and 80s, so it would be fair to say that no, the memory version of Rick would definitely not turn into the version of Rick that everybody already knows from the series, because he would not be subjected to all of the choices and, everything that the 70-something-year-old Rick has already dealt with and gone through. So it would stand to reason to believe that if 35-year-old Rick would have been brought into existence, no, he wouldn't have turned into that Rick unless he went and he made all of the exact same choices and did every single thing. But that would mean that he'd have to go back in time to relive everything and bring enemies back to life that Rick has already, killed in canon. So, I don't know. I just don't think that I don't think it works that way. I honestly think that if he would have been brought back to life, he would have grown into his own being and could have been a complete and separate Rick. It's just a thought.